A solo podcast is the best way to get started with podcasting. This way you can do what you want without having to compromise, and you can learn the basics at your own pace. In this video, we'll walk through 5 simple steps for solo recording on Riverside, and I'll give you some best practices along the way. Let's dive in. Step 1 is to gather your equipment. Here's everything you need. You'll need a USB microphone. A great one is the ATR 2100X. This mic comes with a stand, but you'll also need a windscreen. This is that little foamy thing that goes over top of the mic and helps eliminate any plosives. Those are the little pops you hear when you say letters like P and B. You'll need a camera if you want to capture video as well, which I do recommend, as this would put a face behind the voice and give you content to repurpose after into things like social media clips. You don't need to go out and buy anything crazy. You can use your phone, and I'll show you how. If you are going to use your phone as a camera, you'll need a phone tripod or a phone mount like this one that I have that will allow your phone to attach to the top of your laptop like an external webcam. You'll need a light. You can set up in front of a window for free lighting, or you can get a ring light like this. Lastly, you'll need a way to record. Riverside.fm is by far the easiest way to record and edit a podcast. It's the platform that I used when I started and I still use to date, and it makes the process so straightforward. So this is a website designed for podcasting that will allow you to record high quality audio and video easily using your computer or even your phone. And then you can edit that recording with a beginner-friendly editor all online. We're going to go through the process of this on a computer because this is going to give you the most functionality of the platform. Riverside has a very generous free plan, so you can get started for free. But as you start creating more episodes, you're going to want to upgrade to either the standard or the pro plan for more features, which you can purchase as a monthly or annual subscription. Okay, once you have your equipment, you're ready to record. Step 2 is to optimize your space and your computer for recording. Here are 7 best practices to consider before recording a solo podcast on Riverside. Turn off any fans, AC units, or heaters that might cause background noise, and make sure that no one else is walking around making noise. A quiet space is key for clear audio. Internet stability is crucial, so make sure you're in a location with strong internet connection. Close all unnecessary tabs and applications. Consider pausing your VPN to avoid slowing down your internet speed. Turn on Do Not Disturb on your devices to avoid distractions. Make sure you have at least 5 gigabytes of free space on your computer. Make sure you are recording with either the Mac app or a browser like Chrome, Brave, or Edge for the best recording. Head to Riverside and log into your new account. This is what you'll see. The first thing you want to do is create a new studio. Think of this like a room, but online. You can have multiple rooms or studios for different types of content or for different podcasts. You can use this studio that you're creating right now over and over again to create different episodes of your podcast. So head to this little plus button right here and name your studio your podcast name. Here you can decide if you want to record audio only or if you'd like to record video. I recommend recording video either way. You can always change it to an audio podcast in the editing phase, but at least if you record video, you have the option for a video podcast. Select the language you'll be speaking during your podcast, and if you'd like to schedule this for a later date, you can do so here as well. Press create. When you're ready to start recording, head into the studio. On this page, you can select the equipment that you'd like to use. So you can select your microphone from this drop-down menu, and you can also seamlessly connect your mobile camera. Setup is quick and easy. You would just scan this QR code with your phone, and your phone will be set up as your mobile camera. If you need more of a walkthrough on how to set that up, I will link a video above for you. Enter your name here, select whether you are or are not using headphones. Because you're doing a solo podcast, you don't really need any headphones. When you're ready, join the studio. This is your new podcast recording studio. If you wanted to invite anybody to the recording, you can send them this link, but because this is a solo podcast, we'll exit out of that. Now you'll see over on the side here, when you speak, you'll see an audio meter. You want to try to keep this in the green. It can hit the yellow, but avoid hitting red. Keep your mouth about 2 to 3 inches away from the mic. Here you can turn off your video if you'd like to record audio only, but again, I always recommend recording video just so you have the option. Down on the bottom here, you'll see the script feature. So you can add in your episode outline or your episode script to help you stay on track throughout the recording. You can change the size of the words and even the size of the window to make sure that it's nice and comfortable for you. Okay, you're ready to record. So press this record button at the bottom here. The platform will count down, and now you're recording. You can start your episode whenever you're ready, and if you mess up, Don't worry about it. Just go back and start at the beginning of the sentence that you messed up on. Don't go back to the previous word, otherwise the flow of the sentence is going to sound off and any edits will be noticeable for the listener. So just go back to the beginning of the sentence and try again. You're going to be able to take out all of these mistakes in post-production. If you're just getting started, there will be a lot of mistakes. We all go through it. It really just takes practice. Hey everyone, welcome back to the podcast. Today we're diving into a hot topic that's been buzzing around the content creation community: why video podcasts are better than audio podcasts in this day and age.
20 minutes later.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe and share it with your friends. Your support means the world to me, and it helps me to continue creating valuable content for you. Until next time, keep creating and stay inspired. Before you end the recording, make sure to have a call to action like share the podcast with your friends or subscribe to the podcast on your favorite streaming platform. When you're done recording, press stop at the bottom here. You'll see the video podcast uploading to the cloud. This means that this video podcast takes up no space on your computer. It's all existing in the cloud, and you'll have access to the raw files and the edited files through your Riverside account. Now, while it's uploading, it's usually pretty quick, but it really depends on your internet speed. Make sure that you stay on this page until it's fully uploaded. If you hop off the page too early and you get an error message, don't worry, Riverside will give you a link to go to, and it will upload that recording from your computer. Once it's fully uploaded, select View Recordings. This is the page where all the content that you've recorded within your studio will live. The next step here is editing your podcast episode. So select the recording, and you'll be brought to this page. If you scroll down, you'll see that you can download your files from the episode. You can download just the audio or the combined audio and video. This is necessary if you're editing on an external platform like Adobe Premiere or Adobe Audition or Final Cut Pro. But you can also select Edit, Create New Edit. This is the Riverside editor. Here you can edit your podcast. I'll give you a brief overview, but if you want a more thorough walkthrough, I will link a playlist of videos at the end for you to follow along to. You can use this AI producer button to remove silences and filler words from your recording. You can brand your recording with a logo and a background. You can take out any mistakes from your recording by highlighting over them on the transcript and pressing delete on your keyboard. That will then be deleted out of the final video. With this plus button, you can add in additional content like an intro video or ads throughout your episode. With this captions button, you can add dynamic animated captions throughout your video. You can also change the style, the font, the size, the colors, and the animation style to better suit your branding. Here you'll see you'll also have the option to add text. If you have a paid plan, you will also have the ability to add music throughout your episode. Head to Export. On the free plan, you'll only be able to export in 720p. If you want to have the ability to export in up to 4K, then you'll need to upgrade. Here you'll see you'll also have the option to normalize audio levels and remove background noise from your recording. When you export the video, you can head back to your export page, and you'll see your full video podcast exporting right here. When it's done, you'll get a notification, and you can head into that export by clicking it. You can preview it, download it to upload to your hosting provider, or you can directly publish it to Spotify with our Spotify for Podcasters integration. This is a free hosting site that will allow you to get your video podcast to places like Spotify and Apple Podcasts. That would be your next step, and don't worry, I have a video on that, so I'll link it above for you to watch next. All right, you did it. You successfully recorded a solo podcast episode. With a platform like Riverside, you can have a high-quality podcast up and running in no time. If you liked this video, make sure to hit that thumbs up button to let me know. And subscribe to our channel for more tips, tricks, and tutorials on podcasting and high-quality content creation. We post new videos every week designed to help you crush your content creation goals. So press that bell icon so you never miss a video release. Now, if you are feeling like you want a little more guidance on the editing phase of starting a podcast, I am going to link a playlist of videos here that will help you out. And if you want some guidance on the planning phase of starting a podcast, I will leave another video here that you can watch as well. Thanks for hanging out with me. My name is Bridget O'Rourke, and I'll see you next week.